study collinearity of 3 points. But before that, let's revise what we have done in the previous lecture. In the previous lecture, we have studied representation of vector in 3 dimension. So in 3 dimension, distance of a point from xy plane is modulus of z. Distance of a point from yz plane is modulus of x coordinate, and distance of point from xz plane is modulus of y coordinate. To find the coordinates, we have to find the directed distance. If we know the directed distance, we can find the coordinates. So let's solve one question of this type. The question is, find the coordinates of the point which is located at 3 units behind yz plane, 4 units right of the xz plane, and 5 units above the xy plane. Okay. So here what is given is 3 units behind yz plane. So distance of a point from yz plane is the remaining coordinate, that is modulus of x. So modulus of x is here 3, but it is given that the point is behind yz plane. So behind yz plane means the coordinate is negative. See, if it is right, then it is positive. If it is left, then it is negative. If it is above, then positive. Below means negative. So it is behind, that means it is negative. So distance of the point from yz plane is 3 units, but it is behind. So x coordinate is negative -3. Now let's see the next information. 4 units right of the xz plane. So distance of point from xz plane is its y coordinate. So modulus of y coordinate is 4 here. But what is given is it is right. Right means positive. So y coordinate is positive, that is 4. And 5 units above xy plane. So distance of point from xy plane is z coordinate, and it is above, so it is positive. So the coordinates are -3, 4, 5. So they can ask this question for MCQ type questions. Okay, let's see one more question of this type. The point lies in the yz plane now. 1 unit right of the xz plane and 6 units above xy plane. So the point lies in yz plane. If it is in yz plane, then its x coordinate is 0. So x coordinate is 0. 1 unit right of the xz plane. Distance of point from the xz plane is y coordinate. So y coordinate is 1 and it is to the right, so it is positive. So y coordinate is positive 1. 6 units above xy plane. Distance of point from xy plane is z coordinate, and above means positive. So its coordinates are. Now consider this question. AB bar is given 2i minus 4j plus 7k. A is given 150. Find the point B. So let's take B as xyz. Now AB bar is B bar minus A bar. So B bar is xi plus yj plus zk. As coordinates of B are xyz, its position vector is xi plus yj plus zk. Minus A bar. A is 150. So A bar is 1 I cap plus 5 j cap plus 0 k cap. Okay. Now subtracting, we have xi plus yj plus zk minus I minus 5j. So this is x minus 1i plus y minus 5j plus zk cap. But AB bar is given, so let's write AB bar here. 2i minus 4j plus 7k. So coefficient of I is x minus 1 here, and here it is 2. So x minus 1 equals to 2. Coefficient of j is y minus 5, it is minus 4 here. So y minus 5 equal to minus 4. Coefficients of k z, and here it is 7. So z equal to 7. So x is equal to 2 plus 1, that is x equals to 3, y equal to minus 4 plus 5, so y is equal to 1 and z is 7. Therefore, coordinates of B, we have taken them as x, y, z, and now we have values of x, y, z which are 3, 1, 7. So this is our point B. Find area of the triangle with vertices 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1. So in the previous video we have learned distance formula. So let's use that to find area of this triangle. So let the vertices be A, B and C. First let's find out AB. AB equals to root x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square plus z2 minus z1 square. So 1 minus 1 square plus 0 minus 1 square plus 1 minus 0 square. So that is root 1 minus 1 is 0. Then 0 minus 1 square is 1. 1 minus 0, 1 square is again 1. So that is root 2. Now let's find out BC. BC is root, now consider B and C. So either you can subtract coordinates of C from B or coordinates of C from B. Okay, any way will do. So this one is 0 minus 1 square plus 1 minus 0 square plus 1 minus 1 square. So we get it as 0 minus 1 square. Minus 1 square is 1. 1 minus 0, 1 square is 1. And last one is 0. So again we have root 2. Now let's find out AC. Now consider points A and C. So 0 minus 1 square. Next is 1 minus 1 square plus 1 minus 0 square. So minus 1 square is 1, 1 minus 1 is 0, 1 minus 0 square is 1 again. So this is root 2. So all the three sides are equal. Therefore, triangle ABC is equilateral triangle. Triangle ABC is equilateral triangle as AB equal to BC equal to AC. Therefore, area of triangle ABC equal to root 3 by 4 side square, that is root 3 by 4 root 2 square. So root 3 by 4 into 2, that is root 3 by 2 units square. So this is area of the triangle. Now consider this theorem. Two non-zero vectors A bar and B bar are collinear if and only if there exist scalars m and n. At least one of them is non-zero such that ma bar plus nb bar equal to 0 bar. So here in between we have the word if and only if. Now we know if and only if. If and only if means P if and only if Q. Means what? P implies Q and Q implies P. Both. So P implies Q means what? If two non-zero vectors A bar and B bar are collinear, then we should have this condition that we have to prove. And Q implies P means what? If this condition is satisfied, then A bar and B bar are collinear. So it is a two-way implication. So first let's prove the first part, that is only if part. Only if part means two non-zero vectors are collinear. Let A bar and B bar be collinear vectors. What are collinear vectors? Collinear means, in simple words, it is parallel. Collinear vectors. So if this is vector, say m bar, or let's take this as x bar because m is used here. then 2x bar, like this. It is parallel to m bar, x bar. This is also parallel to x bar. So these are collinear vectors. So two vectors are collinear if and only if one is scalar multiple of the other. See here, it is a scalar multiple. This is x bar, this is 2x bar. It may be 3 by 2 x bar minus 3 by 2 x bar here, because the direction is opposite to x bar, like that. So we get the same vector here but with different scalar. So collinear vectors are scalar multiple of each other. So here these are collinear vectors. That means there exists some scalar t. Scalar means a real number such that a bar is equal to some scalar multiple of b bar. Okay. Collinear means scalar multiple. So we have a bar minus t b bar equal to 0 bar. Now compare with this. Comparing with m a bar plus this we have to prove. So comparing with this, what we get is m equals to 1 and n equal to minus t. So these are the scalars. So we have this combination that m a bar plus n b bar equal to 0 bar. Therefore, for this m and n, for 1 and minus t, we have m a bar plus n b bar equal to 0 bar. Okay. So this is only if part. That means considering two vectors collinear, we get this condition. Now conversely, let's start with this condition. And we have to prove that now those two vectors are collinear. Okay. So conversely, let's start with m a bar plus n b bar equal to 0 bar. Conversely, we have the condition now. M a bar plus n b bar equal to 0 bar. So we have to prove that those are collinear vectors. So it's enough to prove that one is a scalar multiple of other. So if one is scalar multiple of other, then they will be collinear vectors. So let's prove that. So what is given is now there exist scalars m and n, at least one of them is non-zero. So both are not 0, because both are 0, we get 0. So let m not equal to 0. You can take n not equal to 0 as well, no problem. But anyhow, we have to take at least one of them non-zero scalar. So I am taking here m as non-zero scalar. So we have now m a bar equal to minus n b bar. Okay. So m is non-zero scalar now. So we can divide both sides by m. If a number is non-zero, then only we can divide by it. So dividing by m, we have now a bar is equal to minus n upon m b bar. Now m and n are real numbers, that means scalars. So minus n by m is also a scalar. So now a bar is a scalar multiple of b bar. So a bar is a scalar multiple of b bar. This is possible only when they are collinear. A bar is a scalar multiple of b bar. Therefore, these two vectors a bar and b bar are collinear. So this is the proof. This is if part. So we have proved that two vectors a bar and b bar are collinear if and only if there exists scalar m and n such that m a bar plus n b bar equal to 0 bar. Now considering this, let's prove this. Show that the following points are collinear. So points A, B and C are given. A is given 3, 2, minus 4, B is 9, 8, minus 10, C is minus 2, minus 3, 1. Now we know that collinear means a scalar multiple. So we should convert these 3 points into two vectors, so that one vector is a scalar multiple of the other vector. So to convert these 3 points into two vectors, let's take AB bar and BC bar. So first let's find out AB bar. AB bar is B bar minus A bar. Now point B is 9, 8, minus 10. So we can write in terms of ijk, or we can directly write this point like this. Now point A is 3 to minus 1, 3 to minus 4. First let's simplify this and then we will write in terms of ijk. So 9 minus 3, 8 minus 2, minus 10 minus minus plus 4. So we get 9 minus 3, that is 6, 6 minus 6. So this becomes 6i plus 6j minus 6k. So let's take 6 common. So 6 multiplied by I plus j minus k. So this is our AB bar. Now let's find out BC bar. BC bar is C bar minus P bar. Now point C is minus 2, minus 3, 1. Minus 2, minus 3, 1, minus B. 9, 8, minus 10. Instead of BC bar, you can take AC bar also. So any of the two vectors of three vectors, AB bar, BC bar and AC bar you can take and prove that one is scalar multiple of the other. So here now we have minus 2, minus 9, minus 3, minus 8, 1 minus minus 10, that will be 1 plus 10. So we have minus 11, minus 11, 11. So that is minus 11i minus 11j plus 11k. So taking minus 11 common. Now why we are taking minus sign common? Because we want AB bar here. In AB bar we have I plus j minus k. Forget about the scalar. We want the vector part. So vector part is I plus j minus k. So we want that part in BC bar. So if we take minus 11 common, then only we get that part, I plus j minus k. Okay. So we have this vector part of AB bar in BC bar 2. So this part now, I plus j minus k. So to convert it into AB bar, let's divide both sides by 6. So dividing by 6 here, this bracket is now AB bar upon 6. So this becomes minus 11 upon 6 AB bar. So this is minus 11 into AB bar upon 6. So here I have written scalar part as one term, minus 11 by 6, as it is a scalar. So now BC bar is a scalar multiple of AB bar. So as BC bar is a scalar multiple of AB bar now, therefore what we have is, as it is scalar multiple, so both are collinear. Therefore AB bar and BC bar are collinear and they have common point B with common point P. Now why this is needed to write this common point B? Because see here, these two vectors are collinear. Okay, but the points on these vectors, they are not collinear. Some points they lie here and some points they lie here, but they are not, points are not collinear, the vectors are collinear. So here we proved that BC bar and AB bar are collinear. So we have proved that these vectors are collinear. But since we have common point B, so if this is AB bar, then BC bar starts with this B only. So either BC bar is like this, or BC bar is like this, or BC bar is like this. See here, as B is common, so the vector cannot be parallel to this AB bar. So it has to start with B. So it is on the same line. Therefore the points A, B, C are collinear. Therefore the points A, B, C are collinear. And here you can find which point lies in between. So this is not asked, but let's see here. What we have is now BC bar is equal to minus 11 by 6 AB bar. So here let's draw AB bar first. So if this is AB bar, now I want to draw BC bar. So here we have minus sign. So I cannot draw BC bar like this, because if I draw BC bar like this, that means AB bar and BC bar, they have same direction, That is not the case as we have minus sign here. So BC bar and AB bar, they are in opposite direction. That means BC bar, I have to start like this. So BC bar is in the opposite direction of AB bar. And as minus 11 by 6, it approximately minus 2, something less than minus 2. But if I take like BC bar like this, so BC bar will be like this. That means A lies in between B and C here. Sometimes they may ask which point lies in between of the other two. So for that reason, I have drawn AB bar and BC bar here. Okay. Let's solve one more question on collinearity of two vectors. Here two vectors are given collinear. Find the unknown value Q. So let A bar equal to 2I minus Qj plus 3k and B bar equal to 4I minus 5j plus 6k. Now A bar and B bar are collinear. That means one is scalar multiple of other. So therefore A bar equals to TB bar for some T belongs to R. Now let's substitute A bar and B bar here. So A bar is 2I minus Qj plus 3k T into B bar 4I minus 5j plus 6k. Let's multiply here by T. So 4Ti minus 5Tj plus 6Tk, that is equal to 2I minus Qj plus 3k. Now consider coefficients of I. Here it is 4t, here it is 2. So 4t equal to 2. So this gives us value of t, which is 2 by 4, that is half. Now considering coefficients of j, here it is minus 5t minus q. So q equals to 5t. Now we have value of t, so we can put it. So 5 into half. So value of q is 5 by 2. And if we consider k also, what we get is 6t equals to 3. So again we get value of t only, which is half, that already we have here. So value of q is asked, and that is 5 by 2. So q equals to 5 by 2. Okay. Thank you. See you in the next video.